Repairing the rupture. In psychotherapy, rupture is not a failure. It is an expected part of relational work. After all, no therapeutic alliance is perfect or without road bumps. What determines outcome is not whether or not rupture occurs in the first place, but whether it is recognized and repaired. This module focuses on how clinicians restore connection after emotional disruption, without defensiveness or justification. Rupture often begins quietly. Most ruptures do not begin with overt conflict. They begin quietly through misattunement, missed cues, or subtle emotional withdrawal. In this moment, the patient is not yet angry or irritable or visibly upset. Rather, they appear guarded. As the patient withdraws, clinicians often feel an urge to respond, to clarify, to explain, to correct the misunderstanding. Here the therapist becomes more active, and without intending to, escalates the interaction. Reactivity enters the room. Let's pause here. Emotional reactivity, especially from the clinician, does not resolve rupture. Rather, it amplifies it. At this moment, the therapist's nervous system has joined the patient's distress. Repair does not begin with words, it begins with regulation. Noticing the change, posture slows, hands settle, facial expressions soften. The therapist is no longer trying to convince, rather, they are containing. When the clinician regulates, the emotional tone of the interaction shifts. The patient's body language softens, his eye contact returns, and tensions decrease. Connection is restored not through persuasion, but through steadiness. Let's summarize. When rupture happens, it's important to acknowledge impact without being defensive. Regulate before responding. Repair always restores trust. And repair requires acknowledgement, not justification. It requires regulation, not explanation. When rupture is repaired skillfully, trust deepens rather than erodes. In psychotherapy, repair is not a detour from the work, it is the work.